The one thing I really like about Eric July, well, not just one thing, but one of the big things I like about Eric July is the fact that he really puts his money where his mouth is. He doesn't just complain about culture; he creates culture. He doesn't just complain about people getting banned and censored. He actually does something about it. And I would love to be in a position eventually where I have a media empire to be able to hire some cool people like this too. But he did a really awesome thing, and I want to report on this because I don't think a lot of people are going to. And I think it needs to be applauded when we have big culture war victories like this. So let's get into the news very shortly here. My name is John Delarose. If you've not been around the channel, been a friend of the RIPPAVERSE for a while, and I've been creating my own comics for a long time also. This is Flying Sparks, which is on my Backer Kit store, a pre-order store right now. We are finished a Kickstarter about a month ago, and now I'm taking more pre-orders as we're getting the final volume wrapped up here and into your hands. So go to this link right here. You can grab just this volume 5 right here. You can read it all on its own. I write my books just like they used to, so you could just pick up a book and of course read the storyline. And of course, if you've been reading the whole storyline, it adds a little depth to it. That's what they used to do in Marvel and DC Comics when they had continuity. Now they really don't seem to care about that. I'm trying to bring that back with what I'm doing. So we've got 5 full volumes of this. You can start with volume 1 if you want to get this too. You can get any of my other books also. I got a lot of different books out there, one of the most prolific comic creators out there in entertainment today. So please check this out and support the channel. I really appreciate you guys for being there. That link is in the description below. All right. So the big news that dropped this weekend was Kara Gooch here was hired by RIPPAVERSE. She's been hired to be sort of a brand manager for them. And here she says, I'm excited today. My first day as customer relations manager at the RIPPAVERSE. Eric July and the team have had my back since everything went down back in January, which we'll get into. Their support is truly solidified that I wanted to join the family. Eric reached out to me, said he really wanted to put his money where his mouth is. Wow, I just said that. And set an example on how to fight back against the craziness going on in the world and social media in general. It's awesome. I'm grateful to be brought to this team. Can't wait to see what the future holds. Let's kick some ass. And they do. And this is the news back in the day, Limited Run Games. This is where she was a community manager before. And she fired this gal over, quote, transphobic tweets. Now, when you look at her tweets, they were innocuous, just talking about men being men and women being women and things like that. And she just seems like a nice person who is actually doing a good job as a community manager and actually really caring about the community and the customers as a whole. So you look at this deal. Of course, this is Tech Raptor, so they're not going to frame this in the correct manager. She's taken to Twitter in order to share her side of the limited run story. She says her dismissal came out of left field. She never had been internally reprimanded or written up for her termination, nor did she abuse power or personal opinions on various social channels. Now, this is what they do. They stalk you for your own personal beliefs, your own personal interests and things like that, and they look for signals that you're on the other team. Now, even if you don't bring that to your job, even if in your job you actually do what they want politically and all that, because you're getting paid to do something, they will go and target you like they did with Kara here and ruin your life, systematically try to destroy you, can your job, all these sorts of things just to make their political point and to scare people out of having their own opinions. That's the intent at the end of the day. They want to have an immense social pressure everywhere, so you're scared to actually speak out. You're scared to actually be you. And that is what conformity is. This is the 1984 story in reality going on right now with companies like this, Limited Run Games. So she goes on to say she truly believes everyone has the right to love who they want to love. You see this? But she hesitates when children get involved. Oh no, grooming's bad. She says, although she doesn't believe she's hurt the trans or LGBTQ plus communities, anyone who does believe that, quote, has the right to that opinion. Look at how simple this is. Now, I don't have such a sort of nuanced opinion as her. I'm a Christian first, and we know that sexual immorality is a bad thing, and of course mutilating your bodies is a bad thing. Of course doing that to children is even worse, and convincing children that's okay is about the worst thing you could possibly do. It's called grooming, and we oppose that here on the channel. So I do not have a nuanced opinion about this, but as you can see, her comments are very, very mild. She was just doing her job, and of course, she just has her own opinion, says she has her own personal opinion, and you're not allowed to have that in today's culture. Now, thankfully, there is a parallel economy starting. There are alternatives starting, and I do applaud this. If you are a Christian or a conservative, hire Christians and conservatives. Work with Christians and conservatives. Support Christians and conservatives. That's how Christianity survived back in the persecutions of the Roman Empire. The communities got together like this, and Christians helped each other. This is exactly what we need to be doing now, and we need to be helping people who are on our side. Even if, look, I mean, I don't know what her religious beliefs are, but if she's nominally on our side on a few levels, we need to encourage that on our side also. There's no way we're going to win if we don't stop, of course, giving money to people who hate us at the end of the day. So I'm glad that Eric July did this. I think it's a great hire, and Caroline seems like a very fun and cool person. She's also mentioned on here on her Twitter that she'd like to add that she reached out to Eric to see if she could still be involved in other projects, show appearances, and the like, and be involved in the culture war. He not only approved, but actively encouraged that I continue to do whatever makes me happy. So look at this. So make sure to reach out to see if you're interested in having me on about nerdy shit. And of course, I just invited her on the show. So if she would like to come on, she'd be welcome to come on the live stream. I'd love to chat with her about her experiences and what's going on with the Rippaverse. It'd be good stuff. All right. Happy times. I think this is a great thing. I love reporting on happy news, and good job, Eric July and team, as always. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out Flying Sparks over on my pre-order store. Guys, you're going to absolutely love this. It's coming soon. Grab your book today. Thanks, guys.